Alright, so according to YouTube, I cannot do anything that is worthy of demonetization within the first 8 seconds to 15 seconds. So we're gonna wait 15 seconds to start this.
Shut up!
What is up, comrades, and welcome back to Fallen Angel, the most Yuri of Yuri focused mods. Now, I believe in the last episode, if you missed it, go click on that card right in my face right now to where you could go back, get caught up on that. But in the last episode, as a quick recap, Dakota Rain Prescott, quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys, was tired of the 7 years of constantly underachieving and failing to make a Super Bowl for the 7th year in a row. So he said enough is enough. We're going to the literature club. I'm going to pursue my dream of chasing big titty anime goth girls. And so, as fate may have it, a big titty anime goth girl just happened to be in the literature club. And so, many mommies later, Monica's in here trying to, stop us from pursuing the waifu of our dreams. But we're like, nah, bro, we ain't having any of that. And, well, we last left off on our second day in the literature club. So let's see if Dak Prescott can finally live up to expectations and get the bag.
Oh shit, here we go again.
Hi again, Dak Prescott, quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys, constant underachiever, and man who just can't beat the 49ers for whatever reason. Why can't Dak Prescott beat the 49ers? Why can't he beat the 49ers? Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, bro, don't worry. I can't run in the first place. Remember, I got a bum knee and leg. Oh, God. This might be a little out of my comfort zone, but I'm a man of my word. Sometimes. At least when it comes to not winning a Super Bowl. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last one to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Man. Thanks for keeping your promise, Dakota Rain Prescott, quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Mommy. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. And I'd do anything with you, Yuri. Oh, come on. Like he deserves any slack. Hey, yo, Natsuki, bro, you're not the focus of this mod, bro. Get out of here. Sorry told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. Hey, that may be true. But also, I just need to cope. I need to cope with losing to the 49ers again. Did you see the last play of that game, Natsuki? As I'll have you know, it was a bad one.
Final play, looks like barring a penalty. Prescott over the middle of the turret. Gets smoked right away.
Even said yourself, sorry you had to practically drag you here. Yeah, because I only have one working leg. Duh. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, you won't see the end of it. Excuse me, Natsuki, I was still talking before you interrupted like the gremlin you are. Why don't you go back to that closet, you dumb hoe? Hey, I'm looking out for us, alright? Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her mango collection in the club room. Bro? Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and mangoes. Man Ray! Mangoes are literature! Swiftly defeated, Natsuki turns around and marches towards the closet. I wonder if she'll come out of that closet in June. Don't worry, guys. Dak Prescott always gives it his best as long as he's having... I want to believe that that's not true. Cause if the NFC divisional round was his best, oh lord, would I not want to see his worst. He helps me with busy work without even me asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sayori, that's just because your room is so messy it's distracting. And you almost burned your house down once. Oh, as a matter of fact. Oh god. What you did at the movie theater at one time. Ten children died that day, Sayori! I can still hear their screams. Is that so? It wasn't that bad. She did. Oh god, how did she not go to prison? Did she ever tell you that story? The story when she burned down the movie theater and 10 children ended up dying? Dak Prescott, wait! Sire was having a party at her house, but I mean, this ain't the movie theater story, but we'll get around to that one day. I'm freaking out. The dog's having a seizure, and I still got half a pie left. Whatever. Stop it! It's embarrassing. You two are really good friends, aren't you? Number 15. I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Dak can become good friends too. Sayori? Dot. As per usual, Sayori is completely oblivious to even the most basic of social cues. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayori, it wasn't in my programming yet to give it to him. Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. Number 14. What is it? What do you got for me, Yuri? It better not be a list of expectations, such as getting to a Super Bowl. If you're expecting me to do that, I hate to break it to you, Yuri, but it's never gonna happen. Never mind. See? I knew it. I knew it. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. Yeah, Super Bowl's not a big deal, guys. Nah, bro. We need to be champions of the offseason. Those are the real champions. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. I never do. Guess that's my cue to rescue this situation. Quick! Guys! Alright, we're gonna huddle up. Alright, here's what we're gonna do. Alright? We're gonna line up Zeke at center. We're gonna put all our linemen outside. Like where the wide receivers would be. And we're gonna have Zeke snap the ball to me, Dakota Rain Prescott. In which he is going to proceed to get absolutely flattened by the defender. We're not going to have time to get any play off because Zeke can't block for anything. And, you know, I'm just going to have to throw a wildly inaccurate pass to Dalton Schultz. It's going to miss because we literally had no time to prepare the play. And it's going to be an absolute failure. That's how we're going to rescue this situation, guys. That's how we're going to win the divisional round against the 49ers. All right. Cancun on 3. Break! Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place, just like you shouldn't expect anything. It's a surprise to be sure, but a welcome one. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make a big deal if you don't want it to be, you know. Alright, well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out. Wait! Does that say Spider 2 White Banana? You're expecting me to read plays in a playbook? Get this shit out of here! So I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. Well, you guessed wrong, Yuri! It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. No! I will not be accepting football for dummies! No! How dare you! And we could, discuss it if you want it. This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? Cute girls doing cute things? Whoa! She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Hallelujah! I think I'm in heaven! I'm going to heaven! Take off, I'm coming to meet you! Yuri, thank you! I'll definitely read this! You know what? I'll pick it up. I'll pick it up off the ground. I'll even dust it off too. I'll kiss it a few times. I'm sorry for throwing you on the ground, Yuri. I love you. I enthusiastically take the book. Well, you can read it at your own pace. Well, it'll be at a snail's pace, but hey, pace is the pace nonetheless. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayuri and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Also, I noticed that you didn't point out Natsuki, because she's still in that closet. I wonder if she'll come out of that closet in June. Yeah, you know I gotta make that joke whenever I get the chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Hey! At least you did point it out. Wow, call me fucking psychic, bro. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more, because this is a Yuri-focused mod. But at the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from reading, so I'm gonna go play Natsuki instead. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Uh-oh. Hey, yo! I think she noticed me staring at her. Well, I mean, like, only thing I'm saying is, bro, I may have been staring at her, but it definitely wasn't her face, bro. That's all I'm gonna say. She sneaks another glance at me, and our eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry. I just want to know a bit more about the book, it's all. Oh, I'm glad you're interested in it. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. I doubt that. Press X to doubt, but hey, I'll give you a chance. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? Okay, Yuri, whatever you say. What's it about? Well, Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. I have absolutely no idea. The book is titled Infinite Isolation. The cover shows a shadowy figure sitting in what appears to be a jail cell. Through the barred window of the cell wall is a single cherry blossom. Alright, I just want to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about a woman and her husband who are imprisoned in a human experiment camp. They plan to escape the camp, but unfortunately their plans are discovered. Number 14. As punishment, the wife is forced to watch them hang her husband from a tree, and then spends the rest of her days in solitary confinement. The rest of the story is about her dive into total insanity after the traumatic events. That's kind of dark, isn't it? You made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from absolutely nowhere. Ooh. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. Well, hey guys, I guess that's it. Cheers. Ah. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Dakota Rain Prescott, quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy these kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so, because if not, I'm going to personally hang you myself. Number 13. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri's into those things and actually insane. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that those kinds of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they could believe in. Then suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they're made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. Number 13. I'm rambling again, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. You're just a cute girl doing cute things, just like in all the animes. I haven't lost any interest in it at all. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. This problem with using my wrist as a violin. When I let things like books and writings fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading, that's all. Also, I thought you were gonna mention the violin wrist thing, bro, but okay. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. That's true. Yuri seems to relax a bit now. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? You don't have to. What are you saying? It's a literature club. Aren't you supposed to read it here? I know for a fact I ain't gonna study the playbook, so I might as well do anything else. I mean, just a moment ago you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just grab the book real quick. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put in my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah. Are you sure? Are you sure about that? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright, number 12. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. Yeah, I mean, she's right next to you. Of course, bro, what are you on about? It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri's in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry. I was just... Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book more between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It Feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. It's the CGI, guys! Oh my gosh, it's the CGI from the DDLC game! Holy shit, guys! Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way, I turn a page. And Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I could feel the warmth of Yuri's face, and she's in the corner of my vision. I try to focus on reading. Lena, wake up. I slowly open my eyes. The sunlight is blinding until a figure appears over me. He speaks to me in a deep voice. Wake the fuck up, Lena! We got a camp to burn. My vision clears and I see who's before me. It's my husband Keanu. No, it's like, bro, it's Keanu Reeves. I groggily sit myself up. Keanu grabs my arm and helps me. Come on, we'll talk after you get something in your stomach. My eyes glide along the pages. The words aren't difficult to understand, but it's been a long time since I've read a book. Are you ready? Suddenly, Yuri's eyes fall on me. To turn the page. Sorry about that. I think I got a bit distracted for a sec. Yeah, I got distracted. I glance over at Yuri's face again, and her eyes meet. I couldn't keep up with Yuri even in normal conditions. In our current position, I'm having an even harder time focusing. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. Number 11, but don't take too long or else I'm going to lynch you just like Keanu gets lynched in this book. Although it's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. I hope Yuri doesn't think I'm illiterate or something. Nevertheless, I continue to read. So remind me what the plan is, I ask. Not here. There's too many ears around. I look around the courtyard. Keanu Reeves and I have been trapped in this POW camp for months now. I'm sick of it. We plan to escape, but I'm nervous. The stakes are high, and if we get caught, who knows what could happen. Regardless, waiting for help isn't going to work. We'll rot in here before the war ever comes to an end. I look around for other prisoners around me. It's like a zombie movie. Everyone is so lifeless. I suppose this is what happens when humans lose their humanity. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it on my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page... Jeez, I wonder how many times I'm going to be able to make that joke. Almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page. Cheers, comrades! Letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her thumb. Hey, yo, Yuri! This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's a more blunt in a lot of ways. But she also second guesses all the things that she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms. I see. You remain silent for a moment. But Dakota Rain Prescott, quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. Number 11. That's so embarrassing that you think that. Wait, what the hell are you talking about? What are you talking about, homegirl? Fantastic. 10 minutes and I've already managed to ruin my chances at love. I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I mean, I really didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I more meant it as kind of a cute thing. You know, because you won't get offended if I call you cute. What are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, everyone. Damn it, Monica, you just gotta come in here, cock block me, and ruin my chances at love, bruh. This is why nobody likes you, Monica. Bruh. F Monica, all my homies hate Monica, bruh. Ooh. I think it's about time we share poems today with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long. Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thought. Bruh, this is why we hate Monica around here, bruh. Is that alright, Yuri? You look kinda down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's not. It's fine. It might have been my imagination, but it seemed Monica was giving me a dirty look before turning away. Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Alright, I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. I'll go ahead and finish the first few chapters, that way we can read together when the story picks up. That sounds like a good idea. Alright. I stand up, make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah? My stomach ties itself into a knot. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. Couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait! Sayuri and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. With whom should I possibly give the honors of sharing my poem with first? Man! This choice is just so difficult. So many options right here. But you know what? I think I just have to go with Yuri. Yuri is probably the most experienced, so I can trust you'll give honest feedback. Also, she's the girl I'm trying to impress anyways, so it only makes sense to talk to her first. I walk up to Yuri. I guess this is when we show poems, huh? I guess so. The gentleman in me would say ladies first, but Yuri seems nervous about this. Not too comfortable with sharing, I presume? It's just that I've never done this before. Alright, that's fine. How about I show you my poem first then? Really? Of course! Yuri sighs in relief. Thank you. I wave my hand dismissively. Don't mention it. Just don't make fun of my handwriting. What do you mean? A lot of people give me crap because my handwriting is very childish. Dakota Rain Prescott, I would never do such a thing. I hope that's not how you really see me. Huh? No, that's not it at all. I don't think of you as the type of person who would make such a big deal out of something so minuscule. Forget I said anything. Oh, very well. Anyways, here's my poem. I hand Yuri my poem. The silence of the night. I lay, eyes closing, drifting out of consciousness. Thoughts fester and plague my mind. My imagination plays tricks on me as the deafening silence pounds my eardrums. But the fragile silence is broken by the sound of a voice, the sweet, sweet voice of a woman bidding me goodnight. I breathe in and out as my eyes close again. I lay in the cage of my blankets. I feel as if I'm in a dream. I can feel the aura of another person next to me. I'm captivated by the voice at my door bidding me goodnight until I realize I live alone. My heartbeat is unstable as my eyes explode open. The deafening silence returns, and my eyes slowly drift out of consciousness again. Bra moment. I think that was a 7 out of 10 poem. It was alright. Phenomenal. What was that? Dakota Rain Prescott. This poem is fascinating. The dark tone and eerie ambiance you created is very unsettling. Not in a bad way though. Number 10. Did I raise my voice? I'm sorry. Damn it, I was actually getting somewhere. Alright, Dak, time to fix this. Unlike how I fixed things in the NFC playoffs. Hey, it's alright. I didn't even notice. Please continue. You seemed really interested in my poem. Yes, like I was saying, it's a very dark and chilling piece that evokes emotion. Question for you, Dak. How much experience do you have with writing? You use metaphors, and your use of metaphors and the way you pull the reader into your poem is fascinating. Really? Thanks, Yuri. That means a lot coming from you. Specifically you. To be honest, this was actually my first time writing poetry. I knew that. I could tell by... Yuri traces her finger along my poem, dissecting it down further. Yes, here's how I was able to clearly tell. A common mistake I see in new writers is that they try to make their writing too deliberate. They usually try to focus on one or two different topics or styles and try to fit the two together. The end result is both the writing and meaning of the piece are weakened. Bro, you just pulled... Bro, you pulled that straight out of your ass. You don't mean a single word of that. Once Yuri gets her thoughts together, she appears to be a whole different person. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. That's good advice, Yuri. I'm totally not simping for you right now. I'll definitely consider that next time. I'm sure you'll improve nicely, even though it literally took me about 15 seconds just to spot a single mistake. Metaphors can go a long way in writing, even though I said that your use of metaphors was very good. I have an example of that if you would like to read it. Of course. Yuri smiles as if this is a rare opportunity for her. I think that in and of itself is funny. I mean, isn't this a literature club after all? Yuri hands me her poem. Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. bathing. I know this is literally just the DDLC poem, but I'm gonna read it again. It must be this one, the last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting. Bruh? You call that terrible? I mean that's why I call pretty good cursive. It was so good, in fact, I could barely read it. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. It really didn't. You see, you have to understand, Yuri. I am mentally deficient. I probably should have told Yuri I never learned how to read cursive. Well, it's just I don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is very pretty. That's a relief. Also, I liked your poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. Size shouldn't matter, right? Right? I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you in a ghost story? Hoo-hoo. Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Dak Prescott. Number 9. 2 Dokis kissing. This photo depicts 2 gay Dokis kissing. Really? I must have totally missed the point then. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. Haven't even thought of that. That's really impressive. It's nothing really. Yours was impressive too, so... Nah! If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you, Yuri. You think so? Yeah, of course! You know, I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Dakota Rain Prescott, quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys. Me too. I'll totally do my best for you. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Number 8. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep on trying. I'm counting on you. Oh my gosh. I guess that's everyone. Cyrus showed me her poem, Dear Sunshine. I could tell she wrote it this morning, but when I asked her, she avoided the question. Next, Natsuki showed me her poem called Eagles Can Fly. It was short and simple, but the message on how you could try but never really be good was very well thought out. Lastly, Monica and I shared our poems. Her poem was titled Hole in the Wall. It was pretty abstract and I didn't really understand it. Monica said it had something to do with an epiphany of hers, but she didn't go into too much detail. Yeah, bro, those epiphanies, man, they get really crazy, right? Nevertheless, I thought it was a good poem, even though I have no idea what in the world she was talking about. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even though they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. Even Sayuri's that she wrote this morning. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. Oh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayuri and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. So what's this language? What was that? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk in one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the, feeling of giving up or blocka blocka raw. How can that possibly be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice? Thanks, but it didn't really come out nice at all. Well, if I could give you a few small critiques. What? Is it not edgy enough for your taste, Yuri? What is that supposed to mean? Number 7. If I was looking for suggestions, I would ask someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayuri liked it, and Dak Prescott liked it too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly awe-inspiring, which yours definitely wasn't. I have the urge to say the N-word! And Dak Prescott liked my poem too, you bigoted racist. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what I... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Dak Prescott appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more, you dumb broad? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go on my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one who boobs magically grew 2 sizes bigger as soon as Dakota Ring Prescott started showing up. Natsuki. Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you! I don't like fighting, guys! I would never do something so shameful. Suddenly, both girls turned towards me, as if they just noticed I was standing here. Dak Prescott. She's trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get her over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. Just like if you hadn't gone after VA, then none of this would have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Dakota Rain Prescott, quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys. Wait, there's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Dak Prescott? Well! How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, bruh! Am I really the best person interviewing in this conversation? What should I do? Oh, wow. I got a save choice, bruh. Alright. Pretend you weren't listening at all. I mean, that's probably the worst option you could go for. But, so I'm gonna go with diffuse. Hey, yo. Hold up. Ugh. Hey, yo. I think that both of you shotties are very talented and have very unique writing styles. Bullshit! I sink back into my seat. I really need to start preparing myself for difficult questions these girls might ask. Excuse me, Natsuki, but I don't think you have any right to talk to Dak Prescott like that. You know what I think, Yuri? I think that when I first met you, I was excited to meet someone who I thought would share the same interests as me. But now I see, you're just some stuck-up bitch. It's no wonder you have no friends. You should end yourself now. Damn. Natsuki went for the kill shot. Yuri went out the classroom, wiping her eyes with her sleeve. I stared deeply into Natsuki's soul. I see regret in her eyes. I should go apologize. Before I could process what just happened, Natsuki is already out of the classroom. I turned to Monica. I mean, like, aren't you gonna do something? Should I? You're Miss President, aren't you? You should go help resolve the situation. It's your job. Why don't you, instead of sitting there and doing absolutely nothing while your club is running, eating itself alive, why don't you go and defuse the situation rather than appearing once a year to address everyone beneath you? Huh? Ever thought of that? I think they'll be fine. Yeah. The analogies write themselves, guys. The analogies write themselves. She walks off. What the hell? Oh my, yeah, no way. How is the club president not going to do anything here? Wow, it sounds like another leader of a certain club that I happen to know of. I don't think Yuri wants to see Natsuki right now, so maybe it's best if I intervene. I start to walk towards the door and go find Yuri. Dakota Rain Prescott, quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys. I'm stopped cold in my tracks by Monica's sudden shift in tone. You should stay here. Yuri just needs some time to herself to calm down. There's something ominous about the way Monica said that. But maybe she's right. Yuri will come back when she's ready. Don't even give me the choice. Don't even give me the choice to go after Shotty. Mommy. I want to go after Mommy. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did y'all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Silence. It was alright. Dakota Rain Prescott, quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys. How about you? I guess it was okay. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learn something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. As I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with a newfound determination.
Dakota Rain Prescott, quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys. Ready to welcome?
Sure, let's go. Sayuri beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayuri and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayuri, about what happened earlier.
Yeah, what do you mean?
You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often?
No. That's really the first time I've ever seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people, and also I love spoon-feeding you vanilla dialogue. Eat it all. You don't hate them, do you?
And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I shouldn't judge people based off only just 2 days. No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they make good friends with you.
Phew. You know, Dak Prescott, quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys. It's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too.
That's...
Every day's gonna be so much fun.
Looks like Sayuri still hasn't caught on to the situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? Well, we'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayuri. I pat Sayuri on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayuri as an internal monologue sometimes.
Okay.
Let's do this. Time to write another poem. Yuri seemed to like the last one I wrote. She seems to be fond of using symbolic meanings in her poems. Maybe I could do something like that to impress her. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. And with that, I feel like that's where we should end off today's episode. If you enjoyed this episode of Fallen Angel, make sure to hit that like button. And of course, consider subscribing, turning on that bell, so that way you don't miss when I upload another video. And with all that being said, as always, until next time, so long, comrades.